So we're here back in beautiful Cenicientos, and today we're going to be shooting driven partridge. I've been to Spain a few times shooting partridge. This is the second time I've been out driven shooting, but as you can see, it's an entirely different landscape to that we're used to for driven pheasant or partridge back in the UK. It's all about the quality of bird. You'll hear a few phrases today, a good Spanish bird, which may not necessarily be high in the air, but it is sweeping, it's fast, it's turning, it's moving, it's braking, it's a very sporting bird. I could never imagine myself sitting out in the bright morning sunshine on an early season partridge day in the UK. This is just simply stunning.
Partridge shooting in Spain has been a huge tradition since, I don't know, maybe centuries. So what we're trying here is to keep the tradition how it used to be when there were wild partridge.
It's a little bit different from what I used to back in the UK. I have shot here before, so I kind of understand how it works, but there are slight nuances that, although it's quite familiar in the way that you line out and that the beaters bring the birds towards you, other than that, everything's very different. The topography here is completely different. Obviously, the weather, it's nice and dry and it's sunny, but it's the type of birds that come that are a little bit different from what I'm used to. Standing in a pheasant drive, you can see a bird coming from maybe, I don't know, 200-300 yards away, and you can get yourself ready. You've got plenty of time, and even though the bird's tall, you can still get yourself set and ready to shoot it. Whereas here, you have absolutely no idea where the birds are coming from. Sometimes they'll come, very similar to a driven pheasant, get above you, get your barrels up, and then suddenly it turns to the right. And then, without even any word of a warning, you then get a covey that breaks onto your left. So I have to say it's probably the most exciting style of driven hunting I've ever done. And even the birds which are low comparatively or aren't as quick as the pheasant I've shot before, they are incredibly challenging birds, and they call them Spanish birds as opposed to English birds. And of course, they're the same species of red-legged partridge that you'd shoot in the UK, but the way they're presented is entirely different. So yeah, it's definitely lived up to the expectations, although just when I think I've got it, it completely changes.
The loaders, they let you maintain a rhythm on your shooting. It's probably the fastest way of loading. The loading will take care of everything. So that makes it a combination between the loader and you. It's kind of a team, and that helps you out not to lose the rhythm and be behind the birds. So be on the bird all the time.
Now back home, sometimes Claire, my wife, will come and join me, and she'll hold my cartridge bag or let me know when I've missed a bird. But here you have an assistant, a secretary that helps you all the time. They not only load for you if you're double gunning or stuff cartridges if you're shooting a single gun, they also keep track of the number of birds that you've shot. 9! My goodness, fantastic. So they also keep an eye on the number of shells that you've shot so that you can work out your ratio. So it actually makes you feel really comfortable from start to finish, that even though you get to the peg and you're familiar about shooting, they help to point out the birds, they help to pick the birds that you've shot, and they just make everything really comfortable and relaxed for you. So yeah, that's a huge positive of shooting here in Spain, is that level of service that I'm just not used to.
Where we are, the surroundings are, you can do more things than shooting, you know. Maybe you can spend one day, or you can come with your wife and your ladies can go during the day to Toledo or to Madrid. It's quite close, or to Avila. lots of things to do around here. It's not just shooting. It's you get the culture of the area, you get the tradition, you get the people. You know.
For me, shooting, whether it be in the UK or here in Spain, a very important part of it is the social side of things, the hospitality, mixing, interacting and communicating with the people that you're shooting with. A lot of the time in the UK I shoot with a lot of people that I know, but occasionally I shoot with people I don't. And what brings you together is shared passion, shared interest, but you can come from all different walks of life. And here, it's almost identical. The people themselves are all very similar. They all share the same passion for hunting, for shooting, for outdoor sports. They recognise the importance of sustainability, of a holistic approach to game management, of putting food back into the food chain. So when you start spending time with people that do have very similar values, it's actually quite easy to get on. And here in particular, the food is great, the wine is fantastic, and everything is very similar to back home, although I drink sloe gin and champagne at home, and here you're drinking sweet sherry and fine red wines. Once again, it's just a minor difference to an otherwise very familiar type of experience.